Welcome to Cortina, the jewel of the Dolomites, and the starting point for one of the most iconic races in the world, the Lavaredo Ultra Trail. This summer, I'm going to be running the 80km course, which begins in the stunning Valmarzon near Cortina, and takes runners through alpine meadows, rocky ridges, and past the legendary three peaks of the Lavaredo before finishing in Cortina. With 4,600 metres of elevation gain, it's a race that challenges you at every step and rewards you with some of the most breathtaking views imaginable. In this series, I'll be documenting my journey to the start line. Hi, I'm Jack. I'm an average runner that likes to take on not so average challenges. In the past, I've taken on some amazing races, including the Tarawera 50k in New Zealand and the Shot Over Moonlight Marathon. These brutal races pushed me outside my comfort zone and gave me a taste of what's possible when you set yourself big goals. My wife and I have recently moved back to the UK, to Snowdonia, where I grew up, and now I'm lucky enough to have some of the UK's best trails at my doorstep. Snowdonia is the perfect place to train for the Lavaredo. With some amazing mountain ranges like the Rhinogs, the Gadarai and the Carneddau, it really has got a bit of everything. From grueling climbs in the Carneddau to extremely technical ridgelines in the Rhinogs and the Gadarai, Snowdonia is the perfect training destination for a race like Lavaredo. Training for a race like Lavaredo is all about consistency, smart planning, and of course having fun along the way. If you're at all invested in the trail running community, you'll be well aware of the pioneering philosophies put forward by David and Megan Roach on their podcast Some Work All Play. Whilst I'll be sticking closely to their training methodology in the build-up to my race, it's their passion for inclusivity, for joy, adaptability and sustainable growth that really resonates with me. The focus of my training is going to revolve around structured long runs, hill repeats, speed sessions, mobility, gym work, and most importantly, staying injury-free. And whilst remaining consistent, almost boring in the training methodology, I'm not going to forget to have fun and enjoy the process of getting to the start line. So it's probably time to introduce you to my secret weapon, my dog, Angus. He's a German shorthair pointer, and he's always up for an adventure and has endless energy. There's something about being out on the trails with him that just makes it more interesting and feels effortless. So what does an average training week look like at the moment, and how is that going to progress as I lead up to the race? So during the week, Monday to Friday, I'll probably run 4 days out of 5, and these will be really easy, gentle runs, mostly with the dog. The focus here is building a strong base and resiliency, just improving my gradual fitness, not pushing myself, not overreaching, and primarily making sure that I don't get injured. Now during the evenings on those weekdays, I'll often double up, at least 2 times a week, and that will include a gym session, a mobility session, or a speed session. Now these workouts are all highly structured. At the moment I'm following the 50k plan on the Some Work All Play website. As far as free plans go, I've yet to find a better one, specifically for trail running. They feature lots of incredible workouts, and this is what I'll be sticking to for the most of my training. So these weekday runs aren't just great for building fitness, they're also a reminder of why I love being out here. It's not always about the perfect pace or the mileage, sometimes it's just about being out in the moment, sharing the trail and having fun. Angus definitely keeps me on my toes, and those mid-run sprints after squirrels, veering off in one direction if he smells something more interesting than going in a straight line, probably does wonders for my speed work. Now, like most people, I work during the week, so these weekday runs have to be relatively short. Where I'm going to be making my big adaptations is on the weekend, and I'm going to be doing this quite methodically. I'll be focusing on structured long runs, and these will progressively increase as I get closer to the race, peaking about 4 weeks out. In conjunction with these long runs, I'm going to be gradually increasing my vertical mileage, again peaking at around 4 weeks out from race. As I said, I'm fortunate enough to live in Snowdonia, and as far as mountains go, I've got no shortage of climbing potential. However, I will also be utilising a treadmill during my training, and I'll be using it in a very specific way. At least once per week, I'll be doing a designated uphill workout on a treadmill. I'll typically follow one of my moderate runs or one of my longer runs immediately with an uphill session on a treadmill. So alongside my regular training, the hill repeats, the speed work, the long runs, I'm also going to be building into my training plan several races, and this is essentially to help me replicate race day nerves. If I turn up to Lavaredo and it's the first race I've done this season, I'm going to be so nervous. My heart rate's probably going to be like 160 beats per minute before I've even set off. So factoring in some racing into my training plan is going to be vital. One of these races that I've signed up for is the Endurance Life Pembrokeshire, a 50k race along the stunning coastal pass in Pembroke. I did the marathon there last year, and I was surprised at how poorly attended the race was, considering it's on one of the most spectacular stretches of the UK's coastline. So another reason to enter lots of races prior to your big goal race for the year is to dial in all the little things. For example, your nutrition, what are you going to be fueling with, your gear, what are you going to be wearing. You've got to make sure it all fits, it all works, otherwise you're going to be setting yourself up for failure. And I'm going to be doing this during my training block, as well as in some specific races prior to the Lavaredo. So why am I setting myself this goal? For me, the Lavaredo is far more than just crossing the finishing line, although that will be nice. It's about seeing what I'm capable of. It's about the journey. It's about reaching my limits and seeing if I'm able to push through them. For me, trail running has always been far more than the miles. It's been more than just getting a medal after finishing a race. It's about connecting with nature, connecting with other runners on the course. I think there's something crazy like 6,000 people signed up to do various distances on race day. So meeting other people, that's going to be a big inspiration for me, because people are going to be coming from all walks of life, from different countries, and meeting these people is going to be a wonderful experience. Probably what I'm looking forward to most, aside from the incredible views and just getting to experience the Dolomites in person. So I'm hoping you're as excited as I am, and you'll stick with me on this journey as I prepare for the Lavaredo. In the next episode, I'll be taking you with me on a long run on one of Wales's most remote but most beautiful mountain ranges, so I hope you can join me there. In the meantime, don't be afraid to comment down below with any sort of tips you've got for me for my race, any races that you're particularly looking forward to this year, any goals that you set yourself. I'd be really interested to know. And so I'll see you next time, and remember, chase trails and not perfection.